like the video.
I was wondering if anyone had reported seeing a UFO-type object.
We've got a ranger here who said that he had seen something like that.
The most important thing I grabbed out of this is the fact that I truly believe the Prestons now. It was not a hoax coming from their end. It could have still been a hoax from somebody else, possibly a balloon, or something in the sky. We are going to do a couple more experiments to see if there was another possible explanation. If this was a hoax, it had to be launched from somewhere down by the lake. So I say we go down there and we launch something up in there for ourselves.
It looks like where the Prestons saw the UFO is on the southern end of the Havasu State Park. And it's actually a safe area where we can launch something into the sky as well.
I'll stay back here with Mark's camera, and I'll try to set something up that looks similar to how he was filming, and we'll try to get the thing up between 1,000 and 3,000 feet.
And we're ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. We secured an open parking lot, which is right below where the actual sightings were seen. We're going to set up a big balloon. We're going to launch it off in the sky to see if we can simulate the actual event that occurred. So we can hook up this balloon to a, hopefully, heavy enough object so we don't float away.
Now, these balloons are really easily found on the internet. These aren't very expensive, just a couple $100. Hey, Ben, we're really excited over here. This balloon is getting airborne.
Excellent. Let me know when you've got the balloon to a sufficient height so I can start looking for it.
The wind down here, how this UFO balloon is already pulling, it's going to go crazy up there.
Hey, Chilon, the wind is really starting to pick up here. How is it down where you guys are?
I'm getting a reading of 5 to 10 miles an hour of wind down here. Didn't Mr. Preston say that that was what the conditions were on his day?
I believe that's true. We're working on the situation with this plane overhead. That could be a problem. We got to get a hold of somebody at the airport to alert the banner tower who's up ahead over our area, because we obviously don't want him to run into a UFO he didn't expect to be there. I just want to make sure that someone who's manning the Unicom radios can advise this banner tower that we're going to be working probably right in his altitude. I just called the Lake Havasu City Airport.
It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get that plane to move.
So we can't launch the balloon as high as we originally wanted.
We can still put it up in the air and see what we get.
One, two, three. Go. All right.
That was good, though. That was good. It wanted to take off.
Well, you can tell that the wind is blowing this down, and because it is so huge, it's 20 feet, and the wind is pushing it down.
You know what? Why don't we go ahead and get the rope set up so we can actually let it see how high we can get this thing going. We had it tethered to the car so we can make sure it's inflated and it's going to take flight. Now that we know it wants to take off, we're going to go ahead and attach a 1,000-foot nylon rope to it, see how high we can get it up in the sky.
Chilon for Ben?
Yes, go ahead, Chilon.
Ben, we're going to launch the balloon right now.
Copy that. I will begin rolling.
Let it go, Austin. Woo! Oh, my God, that's incredible!
It is going!
It looks so great! It's flying so far above that, and I love the movement. It looks just like the video that Mark Preston shot. The way that it's floating and turning.
Ben, are you catching anything right now?
I see something. We have the object in sight. Now, using Mark Preston's camera, I'm at full zoom, and it looks almost exactly about the same size he was looking at when he was at full zoom. I'm quite impressed that the reflection of the surface is really similar to the video. It almost looks like I'm looking at a solid, rigid, metallic surface. Hey, guys.
Hey, you.
So how'd it look from your side?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really good. From where I was, I set it up as the original video, and it looked like it had the same reflectivity. It was getting kind of the same tumbling as the original object. It wasn't as rigid as the other object, but I think we're getting really close.
Our balloon experiment was pretty convincing. But we still need to find a witness who saw that it was a UFO and saw that it was a balloon. Lake Havasu during July 4th weekend, there are tens of thousands of visitors, so there had to be at least one witness who also saw the UFO. So Austin and I are going to canvass the area, and Ben's going to go ahead and call some city departments. Hopefully, between both of our efforts, we will find something out. A family in Lake Havasu actually saw a flying saucer in the area. Did you see anything like that last year?
I didn't know. No.
Parks and Recreation. Yes, I was calling about an incident that happened July 4th of 2009. I was wondering if anyone had reported seeing a UFO-type object.
We got a ranger here who said that he had seen something like that.
That's great. Can I talk to someone about it? It was actually a very successful investigation. We got to try some experiments. The first one did not go so well.
It just showed up transparent. It just wasn't giving us any results we wanted.
Experiment number 2 went a lot better. We hoisted this balloon that was huge, 20 feet in diameter, into the sky.
Our flying saucer balloon experiment was very convincing, and its movement almost matched the original Preston footage. But it was Ben's last discovery that really pushed our investigation over the top.
I called the Lake Havasu State Park Ranger's office and got a hold of Ranger Mike Steigler. Just watch what happened.
I was out at our maintenance building doing some paperwork, and I heard over the radio, hey, we have a UFO sighting in Lot 4. So I went outside, and I looked towards Lot 4, and I probably looked up about 1,000, 1,500 feet. I saw what appeared to be a silver gray UFO 1950s sci-fi shaped balloon floating in the air.
What? Oh, my God.
Officer Mike Steigler actually saw the balloon shortly after it took off. He watched it go up. He watched it over the course of several minutes.
The family that recorded this, they didn't even bother to call authorities, maybe, to see what it was, maybe an explanation for it?
Well, I think they were as puzzled as anyone else. They wanted to know if other people had seen it, but not everyone thinks to call.
They even said during the video, they're like, is it a UFO? Is it a motorized vehicle someone's flying remotely, or is it a balloon? They had no idea.
Did the ranger have any idea where the balloon may have come from?
As a matter of fact, he did.
I talked to some of the other rangers, and they gave me information. They were also filming a movie out here at that time, and it was possible it was from one of their vendors during the filming.
You went and watched this video online, correct?
Correct.
That video, is there any question in your mind that that was a different object?
Nope, that was exactly what I saw, what I observed.
What do you guys think?
I think the answer's pretty obvious. Fake. This is not a UFO.
Nothing extraterrestrial about it, just an extra expensive balloon.
This is not a UFO. It's now identified.